None.
All right.
I was right.
You guys are more reliable than my chat.
Chat's showing me a lot of love right now.
Trolls.
Oh god.
Where's
right.
my beverage?
All right, guys, shut up. We're getting started.
Okay. Where's my beverage? Shut
Hi,
up, we're getting started.
My tabletop
All right.
is still not downloaded. I've got an hour and 16 minutes.
All right. That's fine. You don't need it right now. All right. I'm going to lay out just the quick rules, especially for those of you who haven't played before. The number one goal for everything we're doing here is to have fun. If you can't do that, the door's somewhere behind you that I can't access.
Yeah, see you later.
The rule of cool and the story take precedence over the rules, so get over it. Also, I'm the DM. Hey, everybody. So I'm welcome. I welcome questions, suggestions, and feedback. But I do have the final say. So again, get over it. I don't know every spell, every rule off the top of my head. I do need you guys to do your best with keeping up with your stuff. I'm happy to answer questions all the time. I do get things wrong. Sorry, get over it. Drama happens in the game. Keep it in the game, because that's part of the fun. And I think that's pretty much it. Let's get started.
All
right.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up? I don't know if I want to answer it. Go ahead.
Are you gonna update your D&D Beyond integration to not be an entirely different party of characters?
Shit. I knew there was something. Yes, I will. After I do the intro and after we intro you guys, I'll do it. Thank you. Actually, thank you so much for pointing that out. I will absolutely do that. I'm gonna do the intro. I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourselves, and then I'll hop over and do that. But for now, let's get started. All right, guys. So, don't smile at me that way. I saw you. I see. I don't like it. I really don't like it, Rain. I really don't like it.
Excited to start playing.
All right.
Should
All right,
the
so this
music
is
play yet?
if you're in, don't worry about it. If you're in BattleBards, you should be able to hear it.
Is
Oh, my download just missing
loaded.
everything.
All right, guys. So this is a custom campaign setting, so I'm going to do a quick intro of the world, and then we're going to get started. All right. Welcome to the world of Ascendia. It's a world filled with magic and wonder, dangerous adventures, heroes and villains, and of course, Dungeons and Dragons. It is the year 1244 of the Third Age. The reawakening has begun to return the great and wondrous magics that have been long lost to the world. The world now, more than ever, is full of adventure and mystery. Enterprising adventurers have begun to rise up, risking their lives for glory and riches. Forgotten ancient evils have appeared and now seek to lay claim to the world. Our story begins on the eastern continent of Eckhard, in a small town called Saldinia, which lies on the outskirts of Aurora, the capital of Lucinia, which is a prominently elven, high elven, just for reference, high elven kingdom. It is the first day of the third week of the middle of fall. A cool breeze hangs on the air as winter threatens to come early. The sun is waning in the sky, but the town is all alight. In Saldinia, they are preparing for a local fall harvest celebration. The smell of baked goods hangs in the air as townsfolk rush to and fro, attempting to have all their preparations complete before sundown. Many have come from smaller surrounding villages, and others still have actually ventured out from the big city, from Aurora, the Silver City, to partake in the simple country feel of the festivities of Saldinia. A human and a tiefling enter the gates to Saldinia from the road leading to Aurora. So, Tigger, do you want to start by introducing yourself?
Yes. Let me just. Okay. Hi, I am Mercy Shadestep. I hail from an upper middle class family in a small, somewhat welcoming town of Svelton, where I definitely use my charm and good looks as a weapon. If you know how to flash the right kind of smile and say the right type of words, you can get almost. And now I set out. I really just want the world to smile and know my name. I want every moment to be noteworthy. I want to meet friends. I want to fall in love, and I want to be a hero. The hero I always felt I could be.
All right. So for reference, not everybody else needs to read all that. So if you didn't prepare all that, that is okay. So
no, we're not reading our whole backstory.
It's okay.
Right?
Hey, it's okay. We're good.
That's
That's beautiful,
Whoops.
Tigger.
It was beautifully read as well.
I'm coming. I'm gunning for it.
I know. I'm super excited. All right. Rain, do you want to go ahead and intro yourself?
Sure. I'm playing Nessacal, but you can call him Ness. Ness is a tiefling who grew up in a slum in the nearby capital city of, I can't remember how to pronounce it because I just want to say Aurora, like Princess Aurora, but I don't think that's it. Go ahead.
Aurora. Yeah.
Aurora. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, Let me slap an L into that.
Yeah.
As with many tieflings, my history is long and storied, but in the present day, Ness grew up poor, living in a slum, the previously proud family name in ruins, and decided that he was gonna get out and escape. And the thing that drew him in, the thing that he wanted the most, was to join the Church of Yua, which is pretty ridiculous for a tiefling who's chaotic and devilish to join a lawful good order. But he spent about 5 years training in the church before they got sick of him and decided to ordain him as a cleric and send him out looking for the shards of Felena, which is said to be like the crystallized manifestation of an old god that mortals can wield to perform miracles that may or may not exist. So now he's out on the road beginning his long pilgrimage in search of these shards.
Yeah, very good. So as these two begin approaching through these gates, and it's not a large city by any means, it's more of a small village, maybe a couple inns. It's largely kind of where the surrounding farmers come to do their goods and trades. And as you guys begin entering, though, it does seem to be bustling, a lot more than what you would expect out of something at this time of year, this time of day. One of the guards who's standing at the gate, a high elven man, slim build, brown hair, not heavily armored or anything. He's just carrying a pike. Seems to be more of a greeter. He raises his hand to the two of you. He says, "Well, it's great to have you here. I assume you're here for the festival. You both look to be from out of town."
Yep.
I'm just looking for some materials, but I'm always up for a nice celebration.
Okay, well, most of the shops are already closed for today. What did you have in mind, sir?
Well, I just wanted to see if, look, I'm trying to just set out on my own here, and I admittedly am new to this, but I figured I'd pick up some wares for setting out. If the shops are closed, they probably don't have the things I'm looking for. Just
what?
Goods,
if you don't mind me
things.
asking, what are you setting out on? I've always wanted to go on an adventure myself, but I've been.
Yeah. I mean, that's the impulse I'm following. I guess you could say I don't have a specific target in mind, but I'm very open-minded to the idea of any sort of task or grand journey to acquire or save something.
Oh.
Your basic glory and hero stuff.
Well, I don't know about all that, but if you were interested, there was a man. There's a man in the tavern who was looking for some help with, I think, a goblin problem. He said.
Ooh, okay.
Aaron McIntyre was his name.
Aaron McIntyre.
Yeah. I don't think he's not a local, but I think he's been here a while. He seems to know the land fairly well. I would ask with him. He may have something for you.
Fantastic. Okay.
He kind of points you in the direction of a tavern. He says, "It's the other end of town, just down there. It's a big building with all the people in it. It's one of the only places still open right now. But feel free. They would love to have you."
Oh, well, lovely. Perfect. Okay, then I'll check that out now.
All right. And as you guys make your way into the town, you do see people just rushing back and forth, like carrying things like baked goods or different crafts and things they put together. Just largely ignoring you guys. You get the occasional sidelong glance, especially you, Ness, as they, despite you having lived in the capital for a while, you are still an oddity, and you can tell that you stand out. But yeah, you guys begin making your way down towards the tavern. Meanwhile, we will go over to Dragathiel. You have been drawn into the town by the pull, which is something that you uniquely experience, and it is brought you outside of this tavern, which is called the Silver Trough. You don't know what exactly you're looking for, but at the front door you see people just pushing in and out. It's very busy right now, and you've come to the front door and expect to find something inside. You just don't know what. What are you doing? And you're muted. Classic.
I'm such a good streamer. I hope it's a fight.
Okay. Who knows?
I hope it's a fight. I'm gonna push my way inside.
Okay.
I have to know.
You push your way inside. You don't see immediately a fight going on. There are a couple people who are a little rowdy, but what you do notice is that almost all of the tables are full, save for one. And sitting at this table appears to your eye what is a large turtle man, sitting alone, seemingly being given a rather large berth. And Cricky, do you want to go ahead and describe your character as well before we get too far in?
Yeah, I'm Dragathiel. I'm of elf descent, and I'm a paladin.
What do you look like right now?
What season is it currently?
It's currently fall.
Perfect, because I'm coming into the fall colors.
Okay.
Because I have seasonal changes that happen to me as a result of some of my magic and elfiness, because I'm fantastic like that. I'm super tall. No, I'm not. I'm really not tall, but I will fight you. I am awesome, okay? That's all you need to know. I'm just really great. I'm really short, and I'm really great.
Very good. Ridlish, do you want to describe Tortang?
Sure. I'm Tortang, obviously. I'm a turtle monk. Shortly after birth, my parents were slain. I was found and raised by a band of mercenaries. They were called the Red Claw. There were about 15 members of this mercenary gang. Their leader was actually a were-rat. His name was Scotty. Scotty took me under his wing, and he taught me pretty much everything that I know. And about a couple months ago or so, we went on a mission without Scotty's permission, and ended up losing my best friend, and so here I am.
So what you're saying is Scotty doesn't know.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Very good. And what else physically would you what physically would you say about yourself that other than being a giant turtle man?
I'm a giant turtle man.
Yeah.
I'm about 6'5", huge shell, purple and bluish hues to my skin. My shell is more blackish blue, and I have a huge scar that runs down my shell. So.
Okay, very good. So what was your question? Cricket?
Yeah, so as we're telling about ourselves, everything that we've revealed, is that stuff that we've learned about each other?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Perfect.
Yep. Pretend you didn't hear any of that.
I wasn't listening anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I figured you weren't.
It's fine.
So Dragathiel, you enter this tavern, which is incredibly packed, even for its size. But you do see this very interesting looking turtle sitting at this table alone. Are you going to approach him?
Oh yeah, I am.
Of
I'm
course.
just gonna sit down.
Okay.
Not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna sit down.
Okay.
So I walk over, I sit down, and I just kind of look at him like this.
Can I help you?
So why does no one want to sit with you? Because you don't smell.
I think they think I'm intimidating.
Why? You're not even that big.
I like you. Do you want a drink?
Sure! On you, right?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Waitress, a drink!
Woo!
There's a small kind of lithe looks like a half-elven woman probably. She kind of pushes her way through. She says, "I'm sorry, we are a bit busy tonight. What can I get for the both of you?"
I'll just have whatever you have, ale. What would you like?
Same thing, please.
Of course.
Works for me.
I'll be right back. And she kind of scurries off, and a few moments later returns. She does kind of bring you the regular size one, Dragathiel, but she seems to have thought ahead and brought a rather large tankard out for the turtle.
I pick it up and I immediately down the whole thing.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
Seems a little discriminatory.
Well, I can... and she notices at this point that you've also finished yours, Tortang. Would you like more? Should you want me to start a tab? Would that be...
Just keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Oh, okay. And she scurries off and begins to do so, leaving you two alone once again.
So what's your story? What are you doing here?
Oh, let me tell you. It's been a rough day, okay? I've traveled for what feels like forever Maybe it was a day, maybe it was longer. I don't know anymore. But it was far. And I left my hometown all because my dad had to be all, your mom's dead. And then later was like, just kidding, she's alive, I'm gonna go save her or something. And was like, but he didn't tell me that. He just ran away and left me with his best friend. So his best friend is all, I'm being tough and super mean and intimidating. Let me teach you how to fight. And I was like, all right. And then he tells me the truth. And so now I'm on like a search for my origins and my family.
Interesting. I listened to about half of what you said. I
What
found
are
out
you
that your
doing
parents,
here?
my parents are dead as well.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know them though. I never knew my parents.
Same person. You're...
And I was stolen by a bunch of mercenaries.
Wow.
But I know really cool moves now. So I mean, it's fine.
It's like we're the same person. You're intimidating.
Yeah.
I'm
Drink
intimidating.
up. And I push her mug into her face.
Very good. And with that, we're gonna actually cut over to you, Jess. So, Jess, Selena, which I assume is the way you want to pronounce it. By the way, we didn't actually discuss that.
Selena.
Selena. Of course, it's got to
There's
be
an
different.
A in it.
There is an A in it, but I just thought maybe you'd go. Okay. Anyways, so, you find yourself on just the last stretch, galloping into Sardinia, on a particular pointed mission. The night has been clear. It's been a smooth ride. There's been no interruptions so far. As you make your way in, you drop your horse off at the stable. The stable hand, takes your money as you begin to round the corner. You suddenly notice in one of the troughs of hay, a humanoid figure laying face down, right where your horse is being led to. And also, would you like to describe yourself really quick?
I don't know what to give away and what to not, so I'm just going to be very vague.
That's great.
I'm Selena. I'm originally from Aurora, but we don't want to talk about that. And yeah, I'm just trying to get stuff done.
What do you look like?
So I'm very tall, because I'm a high elf. And I don't know, kind of like this.
There we go. But very tall.
Yeah, but very tall. Very tall.
Very
obviously.
good. So, Sam, Bate comes to, face down in just a huge bale of hay. Your head is kind of throbbing, though you don't ever remember drinking. As you wake up, confused, not knowing where you are, how you got there, or really who you are at this point. You turn around to see a very tall elven woman that looks like Jess standing behind you.
Oh.
Do you want some help?
That would be wonderful.
What happened to you?
Do you know me?
No, but you look like you need some help.
That would be fantastic. I'm not sure how I got here.
That's okay. You can come with me if you want. I'm just about to head in over and rest.
Fantastic. Thank you. And I'm sorry, you are?
Selena.
Selena. Nice to meet you. I'm Bate.
And what does Bate look like?
I would say pretty much like this, but probably a little more purple.
Yeah, okay. So you got a purplish hue to your skin. Gotcha.
Just on the contour,
Okay. Just very good. And with that, you guys kind of make your way into town. You do, on the way, pass by kind of this main central courtyard area where there's been kind of a makeshift, seemingly sort of stage set up, along with like tons of stalls and tables and chairs and things, as if there's going to be a large banquet. You do see people rushing around, but as you kind of stop to take a glance, a few people kind of eye you like, we're not ready yet. And as you're beginning to leave the courtyard, An elven man, high elven man, comes up to you. He's dressed in fine garb, seemingly very proud of himself based on his posture. He comes up to you, says, "Are you Selena by chance?"
Yes. Who's asking?
Oh, well, I sent for you. We were hoping that you would be able to play tonight, but you hadn't shown up yet, so we weren't sure if you were still coming. So I'm glad you made it. We do just need another hour or so to prepare. If you've, is there anything we can acquire for you that to help with your show, or?
Just a stool, please.
Oh, of course, that'll be procured. Do you think you could hang around? I mean, you can maybe visit the tavern, but if you can be back here within another hour or so, then we can begin prep. But I'm sorry, and he notices Bate at this point. Is this your assistant?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, perfect. I'm sorry. What was your name? I didn't catch it. And he puts out his hand and tries to shake both of your hands at this point.
I am Bate.
Ah. Well, it is nice to meet the both of you. As I said, I'll be with you shortly. You can find me. I'll be backstage if you can find me about an hour or so, okay? That would be fantastic. And he kind of scurries off, and just writing notes down and trying to keep track of everything, seemingly. And as you guys begin heading towards the tavern he mentioned, at this point, Tigger and Rain, the two of you, I'm sorry, Mercy and Ness, you will have finally reached the tavern at this point. Again, same sort of similar situation that everybody else has seen so far, is that it's very bustling tonight. But you guys are more than welcome inside, as you see lots of mirth, singing, things like that going on inside. Also, I realized my music stopped. Let's do this.
You had said the greeter guy said that this Aaron McIntyre guy was not from in town.
It didn't sound like it. He said he didn't think he was. He said he seemed like he might have been there a while, but he's not a local.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, can I look around and see if there's a guy who looks like out of place other than, I mean, I guess there is a giant tortoise and all that sort of stuff, but if you know what I'm trying to ask you.
Sure. Yep, go ahead and roll me a perception check. First roll of the game!
Yay, I roll things. What are you? Let me zoom in real far so I can actually see what my fucking hands are. Clunk. That's a 2. That's a 2. That's a total of 6.
Okay. Yeah, you glance around. You do see a lot of people like that seem like they could be from out of town. Nobody in particular standing out to you, other than the strange-looking, like colorful elf woman and the turtle. But nobody is immediately standing out to you as somebody who's probably hunting goblins.
Sure. Tigger, your character's name is Mercy.
Correct.
Okay. I turn and look at you and I say, "Are you gonna find the Goblin Man?"
I was thinking about just being really direct. I was gonna just go see maybe if I could ask like the bartender and see if they saw any or heard anything. I don't really feel like wasting time trying to just spot this guy in a crowd.
Same.
You know,
Let's go find him.
let's do that.
Okay.
So we both stroll up to the bar.
Okay. There's kind of a large man behind the bar working. He's like running around grabbing glasses. He seems to be one of the only humans in sight that you can see, and he's kind of running around behind the bar grabbing things. So it hasn't appeared to have noticed the two of you at this point.
I as kind of forcefully as I can without being too, like breaking it or whatever.
Sure.
Tap on the bar with my tail.
Okay. Yeah. He kind of glances up. He says, yes, can I help you?
Yes, we're looking for Aaron McIntyre. Do you know Aaron McIntyre?
I don't, but allow me to grab the mistress. Talta runs this establishment.
Thank you.
Yes, and he kind of scurries off. A few minutes later, a tall blonde elven woman with like just jet black eyes steps out from behind the bar, and comes and actually takes a seat next to you guys. What are you looking for Aaron for?
We were told that he might need some help.
Specifically, some goblin help.
I see. All right. I do know where he is. He just asks that I vet those looking for him, because there have been many who have come that he's had to turn away. Goblins, you say. What exactly is your nature of business? Are you looking to kill the goblins? Because neither of you looks especially... Well, I've
Say
seen it. Well, I'd rather not. I think you take my meaning.
Oh.
I pull
Wise
out
choice.
the holy symbol of my goodly god.
Yes.
And just kind of set it down on the table. And then I
are
pull
you,
out my mace and
okay.
I set it over the top of it.
Do I see any of this going down?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. It's pretty busy. Let's see.
I'm just curious.
Okay.
You did change
Nope.
my position on this table.
Nope. I see the bottom of my mug.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
Do you know how to change spots in this? In the tabletop?
Yeah, click your name at the top right. Then you can change colors and stuff.
Change the color.
So yeah, she sees you sit your mace down. She says, "Oh, so you're not just a holy man, huh?" And she looks then at Mercy. What about you, sir? You look a little bit too preppy to be adventuring.
Preppy. Is that what it's called? To look clean and good? Anyways, I kind of slide the weapons and the show pieces to the side a little bit, and I lean onto the bar and just try and level. Listen, we're just trying to, find our way and I don't know, cause a little bit of adventure, a little bit of trouble, right? You can relate to that. We're just here to help. That's all we have. No agenda. Kind of,
Well, I can't entirely relate. I am a businesswoman, but I can see by your fancy jeweled swords you must have come from a very fancy house.
Why are you being so secretive about this? We're trying to help someone.
Well, because
so does he need help or not?
Of course he does, but unlike most of you, I don't like to send people out to die. I'd prefer many people come, many people go. Many people have been seeking riches, especially lately. Now, I don't know about you, but some people are better off staying home. If you're determined, I can lead you to Aaron.
I don't know what you mean by people like you, but I know that people like me are here to help.
Understood.
So, if he needs help, absolutely lead us to him.
She kind of looks around. She said, "You know what? I'll bring him to you. You stay here." And she kind of heads out. Oh my goodness, a doggo.
Sorry.
Like,
a lot. He's like freaking out. Sorry.
So, yeah, at this point, a few minutes later, she does return, and she says, "He'll be in a moment. Please feel free to. Have you been served yet? Can we get you anything?"
I think a drink would be in order. Yeah.
She kind of she looks at the large man from before and just kind of nods over, and he comes out and brings two large tankards of ale out for you guys.
Thank you. Now we're talking.
I'm gonna collect my things back off the table.
Okay. And at this point, Jess and Sam, Bate and Selena, you guys would also be arriving.
Akbar, can I thank her for helping me?
Yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, along.
Considering I don't know what the F is going on.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys feel free to always do that.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know when, but I mean, yeah. Anyway, I thanked you, Jess. I thanked you, Selena.
Welcome.
Appreciate you letting me tag along, considering I'm very confused right now.
It's okay.
Very confused. That's it. I'm good.
All right, very good. You guys enter the bar. You see the same sort of situation. You see a strange, colorful elf chick and a large turtle man sitting at a table, and otherwise that most of the tables are occupied. There's a tiny bit of room at the bar next to two other gentlemen. But otherwise, things are pretty full. People going to and fro, drinking. There's a lot of merriment and singing. A lot of interesting body smells at this point, as it's pretty packed and has been for a while. A lot of people drinking. What are you guys doing?
Should we grab a drink?
Yeah. Do you want to sit at the bar? Seems a bit crowded in here.
Sounds perfect. Thank you. That would be wonderful. Who I guess we just flagged down the bartender.
Yeah, I think so. Minute.
Well, when is your show supposed to start?
I think it's about an hour, so we've got some time to
Fantastic.
try and figure out what's going on with you and where you came from.
Well, I will be happy to help you with your show in return. I thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
So, you guys take a seat down at the bar. Beside you, there's two men. One very fabulous-looking gentleman with just shiny armor, has different jewels and things on his rapiers that are hanging by his side. The other appears to also be maybe not immaculately dressed, but certainly cleanly dressed. He appears to be a clergyman or something. It's a little difficult to tell at this point. But you take your seats beside them, and after a few minutes, the barkeep does come over to help you guys. At this point, Dragathiel, you start feeling strangely pulled towards the person with slightly purple skin at the bar, and you're not sure why.
Ooh. Hey, turtle dude. What was your name?
And then this one guy punched this other guy in the face. It was the best thing ever.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're so right. Hey, dude, what was your name?
My name is Tortle. Tortang. Sorry, I'm drunk.
Huh? Well, I'm just gonna ask you again later. It's fine. So, you see that girl over there?
I see many girls.
Well, you see the one with, like, the purplish skin and the pretty hair. Next to the other really pretty girl who's really tall, just like me.
Sure. Yeah, well, yes, sure. Yep.
He doesn't see anything. Okay. So... I'm gonna go talk to her, because I don't know if this is drunk ambition or if, like, I need to talk to her, but it's one or the other.
It's okay, I got your back. And I reach over and I ruffle her hair with my hand.
All right. Your hair has been ruffled by a large turtle.
Let's go. And I just, like, turn around and just start walking off, dumping off, like, make way, move out of my way, I'm in charge.
Yeah, as soon as you guys get up from this table, like 5 dudes swarm it and suddenly sit down, filling up the vacancy. At this point, now 6 unlikely strangers sitting next to each other at the bar. You approach and you sit down next to the slightly purple-skinned girl that you were referring to, with Tortang to your left. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna sit there and look just really intimidating behind her.
Okay. Are you
over here for her?
Like leaning over her shoulder, staring at people? What are you doing?
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm gonna try really hard at social skills, not knowing that he looks terrifying behind me.
Okay. Very good. So.
Hello, sir and or madam.
Hello.
Hi, you've responded. Cool. Hi. How are you? What are you doing?
Just enjoying a drink before my friend here has a show.
Well, what kind of show? Where? Are you going? Sorry, that's a lot of questions.
I will definitely be there. Your friend behind you.
What?
Hi.
I'm hoping you don't mean us harm. Do you know me by chance?
No.
Never seen you before in my life.
So here's the thing. I was sitting over there with my friend here who I just met. So if he does something crazy, it's not my fault. But so we were sitting over there and it was real nice. And I glanced over and I just have been on this quest, and sometimes I feel things, and if I listen to them, sometimes great things happen. And this was telling me that I needed to talk to you. So here I am.
Do you know me?
I don't think so. Do I?
I'm Bate. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you. I'm Dragathiel.
So this is my friend Selena.
Selena.
Selena,
Selena.
I'm sorry, I'm mispronouncing my new best friend's name.
I think it's Tortang, but he was drunk and is drunk. I don't know.
Reach over her shoulder, like right over her, and to shake their hands.
Hi.
At this point, the barkeep kind of comes up. Is this turtle bothering you, ma'am?
Me?
Yeah, he's looking at you as he's kind of literally leaning over you.
And all of us now are sitting at the same table, right?
Yeah, you're just so the order
sort of in
is
the general.
Yeah, it's Tortang, Dragathiel, then Bate, Selena, then Mercy, and then you. Kind of all in a line there.
Sure, yeah, like at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is he bothering you? Should I ask him to leave? He's been drinking quite a lot.
No. How could someone as wimpy as him ever bother someone as magnificent and strong as me?
He gives you a squinty look, and he just goes,
How dare you?
Okay.
Did he say something to offend you?
No, it's fine. You sit down. Please sit down.
There's no place to sit.
Okay, well, please just stand there. It's fine. Are you good? You can sit on the floor.
While you're having this conversation with each other, the man kind of disappears so as to not be yelled at by you anymore. Afraid of the spunk. And at this point, Ness, you feel a slight tap on the back of your shoulder. As you turn around, a human male with a black beard and short cropped black hair says, "I heard you were looking for me."
Are you Aaron?
I am, and he at this point pulls up between the two of you. Says, those your friends down there? I heard there's only two of you, but it seems like we got a few more.
I've never met those people in my life.
And you guys definitely, he's not being quiet at all about this.
Right.
So definitely Selena, you definitely over here, as do you, Bate.
Oh, I'm hearing.
You're a little further. It's loud. Roll me a perception check, Creed. Roll you a D. Roll a D20. This is a lot of people's first time playing, or first time playing a long time, by the way. So.
Used this
Oh yeah.
ever.
So. Cricket. So here's a D20 right here. Boop. Come here, right here. Do you see this?
Oh, here it is.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Right
Hi.
by your name.
Press. You can just hover on that and press R, and it'll roll it. Don't roll it in there because you'll lose it. There you go.
No.
Magic. What did you get? 19. Yes, you can definitely hear it. You hear from down the way as this kind of semi-interesting conversation, as this man with a strange accent, and certainly he doesn't seem to blend in with the rest of the elves who are around you guys. He seems to be somewhat foreign, at least to this area. Maybe not completely unrecognizable to you. You may have heard his accent before, but definitely not local. As he kind of leans in, is asking about all six of you, apparently for some
respond.
task.
I don't even know what the problem is, so we'll see if we need to make new friends to solve it.
All right. Well, what we have here is a pretty typical, or seemingly pretty typical, goblin infestation. I did track down the whereabouts of their den. They seem to just been getting more bold lately, so I just needed a few people to come help and help clear it out. I mean, it's nothing huge, but you never want to be that outnumbered, especially going into the den itself. So
Smart thinking.
yeah, there's just been disappearances of cattle and a few people, and people being attacked in the fields, things like that. So I thought it'd be good to bring in a few people who know what they're doing, who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and see a little bit of combat.
Perfect.
Now, I have another question for you.
Yeah,
What's a goblin?
very good. And then he kind of looks to Mercy. Is he? So he's out. What about you, sir?
He doesn't know what a goblin is.
Point my sword in the right direction, and I don't know. I don't know how you made it this far. Look, just point me in the right direction.
All right. Well, if you can put those fancy blades to use. And he kind of leans down and sees you laugh, and he's like, "You seem to have a lot of spunk, miss. You look tough for one so small. Why don't you looking to make a little bit of coin?"
How much coin we talking?
He kind of, well, it depends on how much we can squeeze the mayor for, but he did seem rather desperate. It's still negotiable, but you would be subcontracting under me if that is something you are comfortable with doing.
Can he come?
Who? Sorry, who are you pointing to? Oh, the turtle?
Giant turtle.
Oh, yeah. Haven't seen one of your folk around in a long time.
Yeah, I wandered over here looking for somebody.
Did you find him?
Not yet. You would hear it if I did.
I see. You look like you'd be
I
good
have a proposal.
I am listening.
Yes, I'll marry you.
No. Stop. God.
I'm sorry, are we trusting these people to kill goblins?
Excuse you.
I'll tell you, I've killed more
Boy.
goblins than you have been alive.
Selena,
Sitting
maybe
on them doesn't
check
count.
out your stage.
Listen, Shiny. I don't need your sass right now. Okay, listen, sir. Here's my proposition. If we bring in, me and him, bring in more goblins than those 4 dummies, then you have to fight me so that I can prove to you that I'm stronger than you because you called me small.
I like that idea.
Well, who are you asking to fight?
You.
Oh, well, I don't think that's necessary. But if you're half as good as you are loud, then I think we won't have any trouble. He leans down and sees the 2 others of you sitting at the end. I'm sorry, are you all involved as well? Looking at the 2 of you, Bete and Selena, who've just been kind of quietly drinking while these weirdos on either side of you are yelling across you.
I mean, I've got a show to do, so, but
I'm her assistant. So.
All right. Well, it's night now. It would
I
be.
forgot about the show. I don't know if we can do it either.
Well, we're not leaving until the morning, so if that's if you change your mind, you can all meet me in front of the town square at 6 in the morning sharp, right after sunrise. All right.
Should have said that first.
okay.
I'm gonna go see the mayor, see if I can negotiate up a fee, and I'll have details for you in the morning if that works for the lot of you. He just kind of glances at you, downs the rest of his drink, and says, "Well then, I'll see you then." And he kind of moseys on out of the front there, leaving the 6 of you kind of sitting amongst yourselves again.
So I turn to Mercy and I just kind of look at him and say, why is it so funny that I don't know what a goblin is?
If I'm brutally honest,
Okay.
I don't either.
Okay.
But I'm afraid to let them know that
Okay.
at the end of the bar.
Are you whispering this to him right now?
Yeah, I'm whispering to him. But
Could I please roll to see?
Can I hear him because I'm next to him?
Could we all
So-
roll?
I think I'm the one that's next to him, aren't I?
Oh, I'm a
So
roll.
yeah, sure. Everybody roll to hear this. I heard. Okay.
fantastic.
So Sam, grab a D20. So let's see. So D20 right here.
20. Thank you.
You can just press the R button if you hover over it, and it'll kind of roll it in place without it going everywhere.
Oh.
And that makes
Someone's
it.
gonna have to roll for me
What do
because
I
I'm
need
still
to
not
roll?
downloaded yet.
3.
Oh yeah, 3.
I guess I didn't hear it.
Yeah. So you do. So let me roll for Jess real quick. Jess, can you look on your sheet and tell me what your bonus is to perception? I think it's like 2. You got a 17, so you probably, or you got if it's 2, then you got a 17. I think it's a +2. So we got 20 from Tortang.
I don't know what perception is. Sorry. Oh, sorry. +4. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you definitely heard it. Craigie, what did your Gathy?
Right next to him.
Yeah, what did your Gathy roll?
I rolled a 16.
16. Okay, I would say you probably heard it as well. And so Bete did not. She's just kind of looking around. And
Shiny. I like this light.
So yeah, 3 of you heard him just admit that neither of them know what a goblin is.
Can I pull Bate to the side?
Absolutely.
Yes, I have a lot to say to you as well.
I'll pull you over to the side, out of earshot.
Sidebar. Let's go.
So, I don't know whether you heard that whole conversation, but these guys don't even know what goblins are. I don't know whether you do, but I've fought a few in my time. So I don't know whether you want to go on this journey in the next day, whether you want to or not.
I'm going to be honest with you because you've been very kind helping me, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm not really sure how I got here or who I am. I woke up in that haystack and the hay bale, and my head hurt, and I'm really not sure what's going on. So if you are willing to continue helping me to possibly jog my memory, find out who I am, I will help you with your show, with the goblins, I really could use the assistance right now, so I'm very willing to return it.
Yeah, of course. I'll stick by you.
And Bate, you do realize, like, as you're looking through your belongings, like, you have things that make you think maybe you've fought before, but you don't. Like, as you handle your knife, it feels familiar in your hands. You feel around and notice that you do have your, like, spell casting focus and things like that. So you remember how to fight and how to cast spells. You just don't really ever remember doing it. So it's not a scary thought to you. It's just you can't remember when you last did it.
What he said.
And
Okay, well, we can take the evening after my show, and we'll go through everything that you've got on you, see whether we can try and piece a few things together, and then in the morning you can decide whether you want to go or not.
Thank you. I will find a way to help you or pay you for your trouble.
It's okay. I'm happy to help.
Very good. And Dragathiel, did you have a response? Because we kind of skipped over you. Did you have a response to hearing them not knowing what goblins were?
Yes, I did.
What was it?
I just like nudged the heck out of Torting, and I'm like, did you hear that?
I heard that so much. Oh my god. Doesn't know what a goblin is.
How do you not know? Were you born under a friend?
I do have to say though, we should probably help them out. I don't know if I could have that on my
Pretty
conscience.
dumb.
Am
If
I
they
hearing
die,
that?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, can we hear this?
Well, I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah,
I'm
they're-
saying this very loudly.
very
If
loud.
they die, I'm gonna feel so bad.
Yeah, I couldn't go on with I've lost too many people in my life for them guys to go out there and die.
Yeah.
We don't want your pity, nor do we need it.
I'm
Or
gonna
do we-
cast thaumaturgy,
Oh yeah.
and as I speak this sentence, when I snap my fingers, I want all of the lights and torches to like flare up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hear this and say, I don't know much about goblins, but I do know a few things about a few things,
Okay.
and all the torches and lights and candles like flare up
Yeah,
dramatically.
you guys see just a like even the fireplace, like just for a second, like people back up from it as it kind of rises into a larger blaze, and like seemingly the air seems to get sucked into the room for a second and then back out as
Oh, that's cute. I like that. I had a friend that could do that once. He died.
I bet poop's more fiery.
I like it when it gets light out.
I'm just gonna stand next to him and be like, well, I'm on his side no matter what. That was badass. I don't care what you say.
Fine, it was pretty. I like the fire.
No, but seriously, I had a friend. He died. Did that same thing.
Felina, do you know any magic?
I know a bit, but that was pretty intense. I think we'll be all right with him.
all right.
Excellent.
With that, you guys are welcome to talk any longer. You've been sitting here now probably at least 30-40 minutes or so. It's not too long until the festivities are supposed to begin. So what are you guys doing as the time winds down?
Are we willing to work together with everyone to rid them of these goblins?
I'm going whether the rest of you go or not. So I'd love the help. but I don't require it.
I like this guy. He reminds me of my friend. We should go.
Your friend who died.
Yes.
I'll go.
I mean, yeah. This is my one chance at a little bit of adventure. I can't miss it, even if I have to kind of put up with a little bit of this. I don't know what you would call this ragtag
Pretty
team.
boy thinks he's ready for an adventure.
Excuse me. When did a little bit of class become something so wrong?
I'm gonna slap him a little bit in the gut, and I'm gonna be like, "Bartender, round of drinks for everybody."
Now this guy's talking my language.
All right. He goes out and very quickly they bring out another round of drinks for everybody. He says,
I'm gonna turn that down.
which of you is picking up this tab?
I'll get this tab.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rich dude.
Yeah, but sure.
Because
The turtle ordered
by
it.
all means, guys, put your wallets away. I got
He has to
this.
pay for my tab before, right? Too?
Sure.
Yes.
But you're not allowed to call me pretty boy anymore.
And
I didn't call you pretty boy yet.
So I'm gonna still call you pretty boy.
That's a good nickname.
Oh God, what have I done?
and he kind of like takes a second to tally up how many of you there, confers with a couple of the other like waitresses and serving staff just to kind of get it. All right, just let me know whenever you want to close out the tab, and we'll get you taken care of. He kind of scurries away, brings you more drinks.
I slide my drink towards Mercy and just kind of give him a nod.
Thank you. I'm sure I'm gonna need this, and I down that son of a bitch.
Okay.
I do the same with mine, and I go, "Another."
How are you guys drinking to excess right now? What's happening?
I only have
Exactly
I'm gonna look
0
over-
drinks.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
gonna go
like
over at Mercy, and I'm gonna be
not a
all
bad
right.
idea.
I'm just gonna keep on going drink for drink.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I'm staying away from it because I want to stay alert.
Okay. Gotcha. So at least, so are two of you going pretty heavy?
I'm clearly inebriated.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I'll match him drink for drink.
Okay.
Like I'm not gone.
Okay.
I already know this is a bad idea though. But,
Could Tortang and Mercy both roll me Constitution saving throws real quick,
yeah.
just to see?
That's a 17, I think. 16.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, that's always what you want to hear.
It is from Tigger.
Pretty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. I rolled a 4.
4. Yeah, you start. You see him like watching you and trying to keep up. Seemingly,
I gotta have my con 7, so 7 total. Sorry.
that's much better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's so much better.
But yeah, no, you see him trying to keep up with you, and you start feeling a little competitive. You start downing them. You start not feeling so great quicker than what you were expecting. But it's up to you if you want to keep going or bow out.
I nudge him and I go, "Come on, let's go."
I'm not giving up. I can't give up. I should give up. I'm not giving up.
What are you doing then? What are you actually doing? I need to know.
I need to drink another round.
All right, as you keep going, like you do start getting pretty. What's a fun word? What's a fun fantasy sounding word for that? Yeah, anyways, you're getting pretty drunk at this point.
Fucked up.
Yeah, he's getting fucked up. Yeah, you're definitely far inebriated at this point. As the bartender finally comes, he's like, "I think you've had enough for now, son."
I think you had an.
And I grab it out of
Who
his
are
hand
you
and I
to tell
drink it.
me when I've had enough? That's for me to tell you to tell. I'm telling you that I've not had enough at all. I'm normally like this. Not one more. Yeah, we're doing more, right? Yeah, Turtle Man.
Can't wait to hunt goblins with you.
I just grab his drink out of his hand and I down it in front of him.
Okay.
I didn't hear what you said over there, but I'm sure it was snarky.
And
If the room wasn't spinning so hard, I'd come right over there and do something.
What
Where's
would
my
you
drink?
do?
I am
'Cause
sure you would.
Well, she is a beautiful woman.
the bartender kind of comes back to you at this point. He says, we're going to be closing up shop in the next few minutes. Do you want to go ahead and close your tab? Can you even do math right now?
I think that's
How many
probably
rooms
the best.
available?
Well, you guys heard him. I didn't lose. The place is closing. See, look at me. I did it.
I think
did.
we need to get this
Ro-
guy
Tigger,
into
roll
the
me
room.
roll me a deception check. Just real quick.
Are you kidding me? Well,
Oh,
3.
Yeah, nobody's buying it. Everybody immediately realized.
What's the raw roll on that, Tigger?
1. Thank you very much. You knew. You knew.
We all can see it. It's not.
Yeah.
Trying to break it. Oh my god. Well,
I can't see it, so thanks for letting me know.
So with that, yeah, you guys know he's completely wasted at this point, like uncomfortably so. You know he's gonna have a rough morning tomorrow probably. But you guys are kind of being ushered out of the bar. He does ask you for 15 gold as you drank quite a bit there, Ty.
Sure, 15. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For covering your 6 friends and
somebody count this for me. It all looks just kind of like a.
I count out his money.
What kind of money is it?
Who's counting out his money? For
I mean,
reference?
I'm literally right next to him.
Okay, he slides you a fairly big sack of coin that's pretty full, and it's almost completely full of gold.
Okay.
Whoa.
I pull out exactly 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
But I take my time doing it.
Okay. All right.
Before we leave, I asked the bartender where the nearest inn is.
Well, we do have rooms upstairs. There is an inn at the other end of town if you so desire.
How many rooms do you have?
Well, we don't have a lot of availability tonight. We maybe have 2 left.
Boys room, girls room, let's go, slumber party!
Stop talking so loud. It's like you're screaming in my ear.
Not even
Elena, do you
Ah.
want to pay for your show?
Watch all these rooms.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'd already have a room booked, wouldn't I? Because
Yeah,
I've
you
got
have
stuff.
accommodations. Yeah, you're taken
I
care of.
get my
Okay,
own
okay, cool. I just wanted to check that before I spoke.
Boys get 1 room,
Dra-
they
dra-
have their
dra-
room.
Dragontheel? I don't know how to say
You're
it.
gonna leave me with the
Dragontheel.
kids?
Do you want to come and stay with me and Matei? I already have a room.
That would be
Want to
fantastic, thank you.
Stay with us.
Yeah, there's a small bungalow that's essentially a small place that the mayor owns, and it was kind of renting out to. There's a few areas. He owns a lot of the town, and so he just was giving it to you guys as part of your fee for coming and entertaining.
Does it have dormers?
It doesn't have dormers.
Well, it's not a bungalow then, is it?
Check and mate.
Via the kind of benevolent Elena.
So, were you guys grabbing rooms at this tavern?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a room, and
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the other 2 guys and be like, "If you guys want to stay in the room, you can stay in the room. All I need is the corner."
I am gonna be real honest with you guys. I don't care which room we go with, but I'm probably gonna need to be carried. Just being real right now.
I
with
sweep him
you.
up bridesmaid style as he says that.
Ooh, you're strong. Okay. There we go. That's more like it.
Where's the room?
Try not to, oh god, try not to shake me too much.
It's upstairs. Are you going to bed now, or I need some
I
time
have
to
a show
prepare the
today.
rooms, but
I don't need it prepared. Do you guys need it prepared?
You're a you're that. What?
It's okay. They can come and watch my show while you get yourself ready.
Oh yeah, the show, you guys, you have to come. It's gonna be great. I don't know.
Hopefully they're serving.
Sure.
wine.
okay. With that, he does show you up to the room. It's not dirty, but it's definitely like clearly they were going to go in and change the bedding and things like that, and they haven't done it yet. But otherwise, it's a room. It's not huge. There's one bed, and then it looks like if the 3 of you wanted to stay in there, they say they can provide you with bedrolls and things.
I don't
That's
need a
up to
bedroll. I look at all the corners. Is there shit in every single corner?
No, there's an open corner. One of them does have like a little reading desk and a chair, just with a small table.
But there's an empty corner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's all I'll need to sleep in, because I pretty much just go into my shell and
Okay.
sleep inside my shell. So.
Okay, very good. So yeah, it looks like if the three of you want to be in the same room, you can sleep in there semi-comfortably. Is Ness? Did you follow them upstairs? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So at this point, are you laying Mercy down on the bed, or what are you doing with him?
Yeah, I'm gonna lay him down on the bed, and then I'm gonna say, I want to go to this show.
I want to go to the show. What about you?
Look at you, Rain.
I suppose I could tag along for that.
You think you'll be safe here alone?
Mercy.
Mercy
No,
makes
Goblet-
choices,
Goblet, where?
and Mercy can accept the consequences.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a big boy. I think he can handle it.
Very good. So the two of you leave a snoring, strangely baby-like, like adore, just looking so
Angelic.
relaxed. Yeah, he's just and just got this, just laying on the bed.
A beautiful little drunken cherub.
You leave him sitting on the bed, just kind of like he's just laying on top of it, still full like armor and weapons attached to him and everything, but he's just completely out of it right now.
Oh,
Yes.
before I leave, and not in any sort of deceptive way or anything like that, I am gonna grab that money pouch off of him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to the turtle and say, just in case, for safekeeping, would you mind holding on to this?
I take it and I shove it inside my shell.
As you do. Yes. Okay. With that, I mean, he was not awake to stop you, so that is a thing that happened. So, so currently,
Mistakes were made.
yeah. Let me just check real quick. Yeah. So he had a good bit of money. Let me. I'll move it over later. Don't worry about it. But yeah.
I subtracted the bar tab.
Okay, from your total.
Yeah,
Okay,
I already
cool.
did that.
Okay. Yep. So now you've got 0, but just leave it for now because we'll do the math later. Don't worry about it. So yeah, the two of you then make out of the room with his money and
Gout.
That in the show.
I'm a dungeon master. You do.
Right. It just
That's how
happened.
that's what
That's
happens.
I could say, yeah.
But yeah, I just roll with it. All right, you guys sidle on out of the room
Right.
with
Sounds
money in shell, and make your way downstairs. Where I assume the three of the rest of you. Did you stay there, or did you guys already head towards the town center? What are you guys doing?
Oh, the ladies? We
Yeah, the
wanted
elf
to
ladies.
change our bedding, so we went straight to town.
Okay.
We're not filthy animals.
Went to go
God.
So
Do
yeah,
we remember where they said the show was going to be?
so it's kind of obvious. It's basically the city center. There's just a large open courtyard there where everything's
Because
kind
there's
of
like a big festival and stuff going on, right?
Yeah, exactly. So at this point, as you guys, if you guys are not waiting, then you step outside. There are a lot of like now you can hear just commotion kind of coming from the direction of the city center. As you kind of look forward, you can see now it's like very much brighter, as if there's probably more torches being burned, and in fact you see a lot of lights moving, and as you kind of glance at it, you gather that there may be people like juggling like fire, bunch of things like that, as you hear also just faintly like music, like nothing like Selena, it's nothing like as pretty as what you would play. You gather it's like street performers just out there kind of trying to make some coin from people passing by. In fact, you see several of them as you make your way into the city center. Are you guys making any stops on the way, or are you going straight there?
We're going straight there, but I've got my eye out.
Okay.
I'm constantly trying to stop anytime I see food.
Okay. There is many occasions for that. Especially as you get nearer and nearer, there's people just essentially selling all sorts of things, just various like candied fruits and things that you've probably seen before, but they're definitely more festive. It's not something you'd eat regularly. Just various different types of apples and other fruits and things. Also, there's a few people selling like different baked goods, like breads and pies and things. And there's a lot. Are you stopping every time?
No, but baked goods definitely caught my eye.
Okay. Yeah, you pull up next to, in particular, a rather large like pastry cart. There appears to be things like different berry pies and apple pies. One of them appears to be filled with some sort of like cream.
Please be cream.
It was that was the word I was just trying to see if there's a less.
Cream! I want it!
Okay. And it's.
I'll be right back.
Okay, you do that. Yeah, you approach. There's a few people ahead of you, and as you make your way up to the front, there are a couple slices of the cream pie left. Are you going to purchase one? What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right. How many would you like? A kind of shorter, brown-haired elvish woman is kind of plump cheeks. Sustenance. Magic.
Hey!
Still trying to figure out what happened.
She was attacked by a candy thrower.
A candy thrower.
But yeah, so she basically holds it. She prepares it, gets you a tiny little like. Oh yeah. All right. It's just the. Let me math. Yeah. That's gonna be 6 silver actually. For reference for you guys, if you want a general idea of how I do money in this game, I generally treat a silver as $1 and like a gold as 10. If that's it.
Sure.
If that helps out for you guys. That's for me, that's easier than going with their BS made up stuff, because then I can just relate it to real world things. Anyways, so yeah, you drop off 6 silver, and she hands you your pie. Bate and Selena, were you guys grabbing anything? The effects, the production value.
Basically not hungry.
Yeah. No, I'm too busy to eat.
Okay. Very good. Bate, you said nothing?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, and you guys kind of see, and this is a delicious pie, by the way, Dragathia. Like, you guys kind of see, like, as she bites into it, like, she gets very happy. Like, for a moment, you see just kind of like a flutter of colors, like, in her hair and, like, kind of around her face and cheeks, as she kind of seems to be really excited with the pie that she's picked up at this point. And for some reason, you've not seen anybody like this before, but for some reason, she does appear to, her mood very much appears to be changing her physical appearance sometimes, is what you're gathering.
Changed my mind. Can I ask Dragathriel for a bite?
You can.
Yes!
Do it.
Thank you.
Jealous?
This is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Very good. So you've stopped at this one. There's many others if you'd like to stop. You do see people selling various different toys and crafts and things. Things that look kind of equivalent to our like Native American dream catchers, like those sort of things. And then various little different instruments and things, like different shakers and things that appear to be made out of like different gourds or things like that, as you're making your way towards the city center. And unless you stop me, I'm going to assume you're not stopping at every single stall. Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way back to where you had passed by before, you, Selena and Bate, where you'd previously passed by. And whereas it was largely before filled with people who were just kind of running back and forth, now you see many people who are actually seated at tables and seemingly awaiting like some sort of larger banquet and performance and things. The stage now has like many little lights basically illuminating it, as well as apparently some other magical effect that appears to be kind of acting as almost like a spotlight.
Is there music?
Right? Not other than the street performers right now, but there is music. So yeah, you guys kind of make your way, and then cutting back to the two of you, Ness and Tortang. I assume you guys have basically you're following just a few minutes behind. You see all the same stuff.
Reach into my shell and I pull out a bunch of jerky and everything like that, and I just start eating. I go, "You want some?"
Obliged, thank you. And I take it.
But yeah, we're a few minutes behind.
Yeah, you guys are just a few minutes behind. You see all the same things. Are you stopping at any stalls or anything? Or you
just kind of
I just keep on pulling food out of my shell when I want.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, you make your way same direction. The three of you, the three elven ladies, you arrive at the backstage. That hurried man, you see him kind of in the distance running around. just gathering up different people. You see him talking to different performers, people like on stilts, and some people who are like appear to be jugglers or acrobats, just kind of running around. And at this point, he sees you and he says, "Oh, Selena, please come." And he waves you over, maybe 15, 20 feet away from you. He's in the middle of like helping somebody adjust their costume. We have a stool. Are you sure that's all you require? To be honest, your act is certainly much easier to accommodate than some of these others. And you see things like accidentally kind of like behind him catch fire, and he's like, "Oh no!" He said, "Are the two of you also performing?" He looking at the other two ladies with him or with her.
Yes, we assist.
Yeah.
Are they part of your act, Selena, or
Not usually, but I'm intrigued to find out what's going on. So yes.
Special guest appearances.
Okay.
Yes.
Will you require any props or anything? What do the two of you do? I just want to make sure that we're ready to go.
I am a beautiful dancer.
He looks at you kind of.
Jingly scarf.
He looks at you there with your armor and other paladin type gear. Says, will you be requiring a change of clothes, or will you be wearing that?
I guess that's up to her.
I think she's fine as she is.
See, I'm stunning.
Of course. And you, Bate, was it? What do you need props or
I think I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. You guys are going to be the first show up after the mayor gives his speech. Is that all right? You?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm ready.
It's very good. Then everything should be ready. Just if you'll wait here for a few minutes, he'll give a speech, and then you can go on.
Where's my jingly scarf?
He actually roll me a persuasion check.
Wait.
Who?
Her, Cricky.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. What's your total? Persuasion. So 7 plus.
Persuasion. Where are you? 5.
So plus 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. I don't know that we have a jingly scarf. You said. I don't know if we have one ready, but I can try and procure one. And he kind of hurries off. So presumably we'll be back shortly. At this point, Ty, I need mercy. I need you to roll me basically just another Constitution check. I want to see how you're faring with your slumber at this point.
Okay.
He's passed out.
8.
Sorry.
8. Plus what? What was your Constitution?
3. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you're still pretty fast asleep at this point.
Damn it, I was hoping I was like gonna snap out of it.
Nope. I mean, you would have if you'd rolled better.
Yep. Well,
Wait, which of you started? And for reference, I did give some of you inspiration for being awesome in advance. Who all was that? Was that Ridlich or?
Definitely me.
Yeah, that was messages. But if you didn't keep track of it, you don't have it anymore. So
you inspire me every day.
Shut up.
Damn it, I thought it might work.
Nope. Turns out it doesn't. All right. So I was just checking, but if none of you remember, then it didn't happen. Very good. So at this point, Tortang and Ness, you guys have reached the city square. This is basically this large courtyard area. You see what I described before. There's definitely open tables and things. There's just tons and tons of tables laid out. It's a pretty big area. You see this kind of. It looks like it was recently erected stage. Like it's probably normally not in the middle of town. But you don't see any of the 3 ladies anywhere. You just enter and see people rushing around. What are you guys doing?
So this one time I came into the square just like this. It was absolutely amazing. And then this warlock appeared out of nowhere and he like shot this bolt at... Are you even listening to me?
Of course I am. Please continue.
Do you see the girls anywhere? I don't remember where I was.
Warlock Bolt, but they'll probably be close to the stage because of the show.
Do you want a drink?
No, but I'm
gonna go get a drink.
The offer. I'll come with you.
Okay. You, as you guys make your way into the center, you just see people kind of ushering in, trying to seat people in specific areas, seeing as it's going to be pretty full. How many more in your party? And are they here yet? He's just talking to you two.
Just us two.
Okay. Then do you mind sitting with others, or we can maybe find a smaller table for just the two of you?
Others will be fine.
All right, very good. And he kind of ushers you in and sits you down. There's actually, it's just kind of an eclectic group. There's a couple, it's a table, seats about 6 or 7, it looks like. On the other side of you, there are 2 high elves and a very stout and gray-bearded dwarven man just kind of sitting there. They're all having a nice chat. Seemingly have already ordered food, as there's bits of food in front of them, as well as drinks and things. But they're just kind of enjoying themselves.
Sure.
A moment later, another high elven man comes up. He says, he sees the tiefling. And you can tell he gives you just kind of like this look that he's not a fan. And so he's not even addressing you as he leans in. He says, "Excuse me, would either of you," looking at Tortang, "would either of you like something to drink or eat?"
Yeah, I would like an ale, and whatever. And I point to whoever plate is closest to me, and whatever that is.
Okay, of course. And I do want to tell you there will be, we do have giant boars that will be served out soon, but they're going to be after the mayor's speech, so as to not distract.
Is there a reason you're not talking to him and not looking at him either?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
You didn't even look at him then. He's literally right here.
I put my hand not quite on his shell, like on his shoulder, being sensitive not to touch, like, because I don't know what that's up with that. But I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "It's fine. Let it go."
Right. Would you like anything, sir?
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
He just kind of gives you both a curt nod and goes away to pick up food and things.
There are other people. They shouldn't treat you like that. I get those looks all the time when I walk into bars. Everybody just gets out of my way.
Yes, well, we're not all as big as you. I'm 5'4", incidentally. Like I grew up malnourished. I'm an itty bitty little tiefling man. So this whole conversation is like, so we're not all as big and strong as you are. But I appreciate you looking after me.
Yeah, I gotta look over the little people.
Very good. At this point, most everybody that's coming seems to have filed in, and you do see them kind of trying to get everybody seated and hushing everybody for just a second as the mayor then begins to walk up onto stage. Let me actually change this. Actually, no, we'll leave it going. Forget it. So a kind of silver-haired, well-dressed man steps up onto stage, and behind him, a kind of dark black, jet black haired, another elven man, follows him up. And as this guy takes the center stage, suddenly his voice seemingly is projected much louder than what it should be, given the kind of tumult of the crowd. He says, "Please, everyone, settle down. As you all know, I'm your mayor." And there's a couple chuckles as the people who are easily amused laugh, but not many. So, for those of you who don't know, my name is Faris Quivin, and I've been the mayor here for some 30 years, and hopefully for 30 more. It says, I do want to, before we get started, I do want to thank our benefactor who largely helped pay for our festival this year, and he waves him over. He said, "Would you come here, sir?" For those of you who don't know, this is Warlagran. And he is our, he is all you all know. He's a wonderful man, always supporting the arts and our community. And we're very happy to have him here. And the guy just kind of gives a curt nod and then kind of steps back. So we may be a small town, of course, but towns like ours are the lifeblood of Lucina. We, of course, support the Silver City, not only with foods and goods, but also our spirit and nature, community and love. It's traditions like our festival that help keep us together. So I know you all want to eat, so I'm not going to keep talking. I'll let you get on with the festivities. But as always, I just want to thank you for allowing me to be in your service once more. So this will end here. So long live Lucina and long live Sardinia. And everybody kind of gives like a polite clap as he kind of backs off the stage. And at this point, there's like, just for the briefest moment, just like a single firework that goes up and as this bright flash kind of, the three of you elven ladies kind of covers your face, the guy's like, go, and like everything on the stage goes dark for a second as he tries to usher you up on the stage. And he did.
This is the point where I freak out because I don't know what I can and can't do.
You can do anything. You just have to ask.
Okay, I am gonna grab those two and just be like, I need you to go on stage for me a minute. I'll explain later, because I need to go somewhere.
Okay. Sam, are you muted, Sam?
Yeah. Am I able to do some kind of like magic trick, like
I could sing a song.
warlock magic?
Sure. What do you have in mind?
Something flashy.
Let me take a look because I don't remember.
Fireworks type stuff.
Let's see what you chose for your magics, and I'll let you know.
I have a
Can
spare
you
flute
do
if you
something
want that.
pretty while I like sing the song?
Well, I will.
Bate, can you play the flute?
Can I play the flute? Do we have a flute?
You
Is there-
can.
I have a flute.
You can certainly
I have a
try.
flute to-
Right.
Oh my
Okay,
God, this is gonna be
I'm gonna attempt to play the flute, guys.
You certainly are not. You know you're not proficient with it, but you can always give it a shot.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay. Did somebody just yell no from the
Yeah, I
background?
just hear somebody say, "Please don't play the flute."
Okay,
Don't
I'm
play the
not
flute."
gonna play the flute.
No. If you want to play the flute, you should play the flute. Now,
You know,
Yeah.
it's just
What
this
was
like
that?
this ghost.
apparently
Oh my god.
the ghost of my house does not want me to play the
The
flute.
ghost of my house.
So you are now holding a flute. Dragathiel, what are you doing?
I'm apparently gonna do an interpretive dance with my scarf.
Okay, in which you did acquire. He did bring you a jingly scarf. It's not as pretty as you would like, but you did get one. Yeah, the two of you make your way onto stage while the lights are down. Selena, in the meantime, what are you doing?
I'm going after Warlord Gran.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, you see him as he basically passes by you as you're having this conversation with them. Are you just going to follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trying to sneakily follow him, or are you just gonna go up and talk to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and follow him into a place where I can have a private chat with him, but I don't
Okay.
want him to know that's what I'm doing until there's an opportunity.
Okay. At this point, he seems not super interested in the festivities as he just kind of walks straight back into like just the nearest part of town. Based on what you were told, he's actually staying almost right beside where you are. You see him enter a small little house, which does seem to be a little fancier than some of the surrounding ones. But he seems to just go straight in. Are you just trying to sneak in behind him? What are you doing?
Yeah, I just basically follow him in.
Okay. So he closes the door behind him. You go up to the door and you're checking it. Are you trying to sneak?
Yeah, so I give it a minute, make sure that he's away from the door, and then
Okay.
check it.
Roll me a stealth check. Actually, you can't yet. Okay, that's fine. Can you tell me what your
I've got
bonus
like
to stealth
10
is?
minutes. 7 minutes, sorry, on the thing.
No worries.
Bonus to what, sorry?
Stealth. It'll be it's the longest.
+4.
+4. Okay. Wait, did somebody else roll for her? I feel like somebody else should. Whoever wants to. Yeah, I feel weird rolling for a player. Somebody roll.
18 plus whatever.
Okay, so what did you? And you said +4, 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, the door opens like you just without a whisper, just kind of opens, and you close it back behind you. Or are you leaving it open? You're probably closing it.
Closing it.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you step inside. It is dark, other than you see a light, like a candlelight, coming from one of the back rooms. What are you doing?
I sneak to somewhere where I can overhear him, but he can't see me yet, so I can see what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to, with your 22, sneak up to the door of the room that you believe him to be in. Roll me a perception check real quick.
Can someone roll, please?
Yeah, somebody roll that for her. Somebody roll a d20.
Sorry.
Oof, 9.
9. Okay.
What was that, perception?
Yes, that's
you should
perception.
let me roll. I rolled a 20.
+4.
+4, so 13. As you kind of like glance around the corner, you see him sitting with his back to you. He appears to be like going over some notes. He seems to be scribbling something down, but you can't quite make out what he's doing. He's not saying anything. He just seems to be writing something.
Okay. Can I cast a spell?
You sure can if you would like to. What are you thinking of doing?
A charm spell. So I'm thinking of sort of
Okay.
revealing myself to him now because I'm not getting anywhere.
Okay.
Being sneaky. So.
So charm
Find
person. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. All right, let me do that real quick. On my, let's see. What did it say for? Yes. Okay. Very good. Nope. Okay. Yeah, he see his spell feels like it may have worked. He does like kind of sit up for a second and he turns around and notices you there. He says, "Oh, it's good to see you."
Is it?
Of course. We're good friends, I think. What was your name again?
Hera.
Ah, of course. I knew that. I'm sorry. You're in my home. What, how can I help you?
I need some information about who you work for.
Oh, well, I mean, a lot of people work for me, and I have a few clients I deal with. What would you like to know?
I need to know who hired you to work for the mayor.
Oh, yeah. So it was I mean, this is I have to. It's an appearance. Nobody hired me. I just like to look good in front of the small folk. In case I ever need their support for anything.
I'm like lost here. I don't know where.
What information do you want to find out?
Honestly, I don't even know. Give me a minute.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. In fact, while she is thinking about that,
Yeah, sorry.
Ty, can Mercy roll me another Constitution saving throw?
Yes, he can.
Oh, I'll be right back.
All right, very good.
I believe
It's gonna be a 4.
Going well. You do wake up. You do have like a pretty considerable headache at this point. You're going to for the next probably 4 hours or so, you're gonna have kind of a disadvantage to your any sort of save that has to do with Constitution or Dexterity. So think about that before you do anything silly.
God.
But you wake up in a disheveled bed in an empty room.
Oh. Where? Am I in an inn? Did I sleep? What? Bet you it was that goddamn turtle tang. All right, well, at least they didn't take the swords. Didn't take the rapiers.
As you sit up, now outside the window, there's a very small window. You can just hear the sound of what, like, a lot of voices, seemingly coming from, like, what you know to be the center of town.
All right, I stand up and I
Okay.
start to make my way over the window, but I throw up as soon as I stand up, like immediately.
Okay, very good. You do so. Thankfully, there was like a chamber pot nearby that you were able to drop your vomit into.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh. And I look through the window. I open it up to get some cool air,
Okay.
get some fresh air on my face.
Okay. You're feeling a little more in control, but you're not. You're still a little screwed up right now. But you're feeling like you can walk.
Well, I need to get my gold back.
You do notice it's missing. You don't know. You look around. You can't find where it's gone.
Yeah, I noticed it wasn't on my person.
Yep.
And my immediate thought is maybe it fell out. It's on the bed, on like the blanket,
Right.
under there. I start to kind of like flip things over, tear the room apart, just to, because that's all. Like I need that. That's all I left with. Yeah. So I start like tossing shit, flipping it over.
Yep. And you do not find it anywhere.
Yeah. I would bet 10 of that gold that damn tortoise just took my money.
Okay.
All right. Well, I leave. I need to go. I'm gonna go find everybody. I assume they're in the center of town where all the noise is coming from. So it's my trajectory.
Yeah. You head down the stairs. You see like maybe 3 people milling about. Just one of them's passed out. 2 are just kind of in the tavern, but everybody else seems to have left. And as you exit, you do now much more loudly out in the street. You do hear like the commotion coming from the center of town there. And as you make your way closer, it gets louder. You do see like a lot of carts and stalls and things out selling stuff. Especially they're like a lot of them at this point have moved even closer to the city center now that most of the traffic has come through. And are you gonna stop anywhere on the way, or what are you doing?
I need water.
Okay.
I am very thirsty.
Okay.
And I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna throw up again.
Okay. Yeah, you up ahead of you, kind of at the edge of the city center there, you do see just on the outside, you do see a well. That a few people appear to be gathering around and getting water from. So
I make like a beeline for that.
Okay.
That water. I kind of have shoved my without any grace.
Right.
Like I need water, and I drink a lot.
Yeah,
I'm splashing on my face. I'm like trying to bring my senses back.
A few of the people like kind of step out of the way. They see you look kind of not great, and they're like, ugh. And they kind of step out of the way, not wanting to catch whatever it is you have.
And I look at them all, please, like you've never done this before. People.
With that, so I need to know, Bate and Dragathiel, what are you guys doing right now?
Okay, can I cast some kind of spell that makes people think my flute playing is good?
Let me see if you have that.
Is there a spell for that?
Oddly specific spell.
Let me see what you took.
To make people like whatever they hear? Is that
So in order to distract from the fact that you aren't super great at flute, you can cast dancing lights to make a pretty light show.
Yep, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely...
Can I dance?
You absolutely can. So I'm going to need... You were going to be at disadvantage, Sam, but because of your lights, we'll give it what's called a straight roll. So I need both of you to roll me a performance check.
What die and...
It's a D20. You roll a D20, so that's going to be what you roll for most stuff. And then
10.
10 plus, what's your performance? You should have a thing on your character sheet that says performance.
11. Sorry.
No worries.
Plus, what were we doing? Performance, sorry.
Yeah,
I have
performance.
charisma. Where's
Plus
the-
3, so
14 for you.
14.
Okay.
Where's performance on the character sheet? Like strength, dex, constitution,
I've
charisma.
got let me check your sheet. I've got it up actually.
Oh,
So it's in it,
On the long list.
Oh wait, performance is plus 3? Is that...
yeah, so 13 and 14?
Yeah.
Okay. See, you guys get up on stage. Somehow you manage to not sound incredibly terrible with the flute, which you've seen a few people play the flute, and you for some reason seem to be able to kind of, you're mimicking something akin to a song.
With a wish and a prayer.
Yeah, nobody is like booing you. There's nobody jumping out of their seats. Similarly, they seem more intrigued with the two of you. This lights display, this person kind of playing the flute somewhat like decently, and then this elven girl up on stage in full armor. What kind of dance are you doing exactly?
It's majestic. It's really majestic.
It's very beautiful.
It's very powerful.
It is. I'm moved to tears.
Okay. Yeah, so they you see them kind of like sit up in their seats,
It's empowering.
like looking at the two of you, and nobody's thrown anything.
Best friends. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
Ayo.
I love you.
In the meantime, Mercy, back with you. You've acquired your water. You now, from where you're standing, can see up on stage two of your friends dancing and sort of playing the flute.
Friends.
Yeah, two of your acquaintances.
That's more accurate.
Yeah. What are you doing at this point?
Well, I mean, they probably know where all my gold went, and these were the last people to see me lucid. So maybe I should. I approach the.
Are you going up to the stage, or are you okay? Do you want to?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can get backstage.
Okay, first roll me a perception check.
Okay.
If you're looking for are you looking for Tortang? Right now?
I'm looking. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Roll a perception.
I'm looking for because they left me. So they were the last people to actually see me. So I figured.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, where's my thing?
Yes.
Wait, I'm confused.
Perception.
Well, I rolled a 6.
Plus.
Wait, I can't find my perception. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I'm drunk. I'm hungover. 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, you scan the crowd.
Oh, wait, 12.
Okay, that's a bigger number.
Yeah, 12. Because I'm proficient.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I have to remind myself of that.
As I have to remind myself I'm proficient. Yeah, as you glance around, it takes you a minute, but it's not hard to spot the 6.5 foot turtle. That's the only turtle in the center of the town square. You see him and your recent acquaintance Ness kind of sitting next to each other across from a few other people at a table kind of towards the center, seemingly enjoying some ale, and some of them are eating food.
I approach them pretty aggressively.
Okay. What does that look like? What is pretty aggressive?
Well, hey, what was it? Tortang. Hey,
pretty boy. Hi.
I forgot that's what you got. Look, anyways, thank you for at least getting me somewhere safe, but I happen to be missing a whole lot of gold.
Oh.
Would you guys happen to know where that might have went?
Yes, and I gently sort of tap him and say, "Go ahead and give it."
I reach around, dig in there a little bit, pull it out. You dropped this.
We didn't spend a copper. We just didn't want you to get robbed.
Wow.
A lot of people probably saw you hand me that bag of gold in the tavern, and then probably saw our friend here carry you back upstairs, and I just, in case somebody was tagging along, didn't want them to abscond with all your money.
Wow, I'll be honest, I thought somebody just took it and I'd probably be out a ton of gold. I mean,
understandable.
I actually really appreciate that. Thank you. I was ready to come over here and fight you guys, so.
Apologies for the confusion, but you
thank you.
Pretty inebriated. And...
Well.
Do you want another beer?
No. Heavens no. I
Would
could
you
use
like
a
to
water
have a
though.
seat and join us?
Yes, please.
I'm actually going to
Sit
get up
down.
out of my seat and let him have my seat and sit on the ground because I can still see if I do that.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you've kind of arranged yourself at the end of the table facing the stage. Meanwhile, the two of you have kind of squeezed in on this table. Everybody around you just eating, having a good time. You do still see your friends kind of up on stage. And we're going to cut back to you, Selena, at this point.
I'm ready now. I had
right.
a moment of freak out where I completely forgot my entire backstory.
It's all good. It's all good. That's what
I
happens.
was like, shit.
It does.
Yeah. Can I go back to where I said that my name was Hera?
Yep, let's do that.
okay?
Rewind. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I've told him that my name's Hera.
Okay. How can I help you, Hera? You're more than welcome to any of the things in my home. Friends share and share alike.
I'm not interested in any of that. I want to know any information that you can give me about the executioner that works in Aurora.
Oh,
I know
sure,
you trade there sometimes.
yes, quite often. The executioner, well, I don't know his name, but I probably could give you the name of somebody who... I know a lot of people in the city. Who would you like to... There's just him, or who would you like to talk to?
Just him. I just need to know some information about him, where he lives,
Sure.
anything about his family.
Well, so I know that he's not, I mean, he is a private man. He kills people after all. He doesn't want people coming after him, but I know a man who's employed him for certain, like, personal tasks before, by the name of Garland, if that's of interest to you.
It might be.
You could follow up with him, and I'm sure he can put you into contact.
What does he do?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of hush-hush, but he's one of my contacts in the black market in town.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, of course. He's like, I can. He writes down actually like an address on a piece of paper. He's like, here's usually where we meet. If that helps at all.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, and then he says, of course. What else can I do for you? I'm so glad you're here. Would you like to stay for a while? Maybe have a meal or...
No, thank you. I've got somewhere else to be.
Okay. Are you sure? Because it's been so long since I don't even remember the last time we saw each other.
She's cold as ice.
Nope. You probably won't be seeing me again.
Well, okay. Would you like me to do anything? I was just going to stay here for the night, but if you'd like me to accompany you, I'd be more than happy to.
No, you stay here.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll just go to sleep, or like, okay.
That works.
He just kind of moseys off towards his bed, and like he just lays there like flat down, kind of like vampire style, like just very straight. He's like, good night, just with his eyes open at the moment.
Hey, and then I leave.
Okay.
Go back to the show.
Very good. Yeah, this has only taken you maybe 10 minutes. At this point, your two friends are just like, people are like beginning to wonder like why they've been doing this for so long, and you hear a few people like, I don't think she knows how to play the flute. Like, I don't think she actually knows how to dance. Like, there's people who are beginning to there's just murmurs as you begin rushing your way back towards the stage. What are you doing?
So I'm getting my lute out, ready to join them and
okay,
make an excuse as to why they're my opening act.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you make your way to the stage, and the two of you see her stepping out of the shadows finally from what seems like an eternity of you not being relieved. What are you guys doing?
Where did you go? That was insane. I don't know how to play the flute.
I told you she didn't know how to play the flute.
I just wanted to see how you guys went. I just wanted to see whether you have my back.
Well, we do. Please
It
say
was a test?
I've got to know who to trust, so...
I put out jingles for a test.
It was glorious.
It was
cried.
beautiful.
It was the best dance I've ever seen. In armor, no less.
I was gonna become a star.
At this point, a lot of people, like, because they can hear you. They can hear you in the crowd because of the kind of magical projection. They're like, "Is this
I thought you did amazing.
Is this a play? What?" You hear people like muttering, like, "I don't understand. I've never seen this one. I think my cousin's seen this one." You like hear people talking, just like murmuring down in the crowd as you're all just having this conversation in the middle of a stage where people are expecting performance.
Thank goodness you have returned. We are so happy that you are here.
Beautiful, talented maiden.
Yes. And now she will perform for all of you wonderful people.
Juvenile, grace your ears.
A few people like just a few claps. And Selena, you're now up. Yeah, there you go. Selena. All right, so you pull out your lute. Are you playing and singing? What are you doing?
Yeah, play my lute and singing along with it.
Okay, what does that sound like?
Very kind of like ethereal.
Okay.
Quite kind of like a Gaelic type of sort of vibe.
Cool. Roll me a performance check with advantage. Did you have the game installed now?
Yeah. So is it the D20?
Yeah, D20. So with advantage means you roll it twice and take the higher of the two number.
Oh God, how the friggin' hell do you
put it in that little tower?
C? Oh, I did not realize you can move with WASD, whatever.
Oh, you can also push down on the middle mouse button and slide around that way, if that helps.
Okay.
Sorry, I forget you guys have not all used it before.
Okay, so there's 5 things on the top of it. How do I know which one's which?
So
how do I know which my roll?
That's this one here?
I rolled it.
Okay.
But it literally fell on a cross, so there wasn't a number on top. Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
So, right, okay.
So you can either press R on it, or you can drag it up and drop it in the top of the tower. That's up to you.
There we go.
Oh, 18. Okay,
18.
Now roll again and see if the higher, because that's already a really good roll. You're probably fine. But because I gave you advantage, you can roll it twice, and whatever number is better is what we'll go with. Okay, so the other number is definitely better. The second roll was a 4, so 18 plus whatever your performance is, which I think is probably
Plus
at least
2.
Okay, so you get a 20 total. And as the other two kind of slink off the stage, you make your way up there, now in the center spotlight, and you begin playing just this very angelic, haunting, and it's just this, like you said, kind of ethereal melody, singing along with it.
Haunting is a good way to describe it. That's what I describe it that way.
And everybody who was confused before is now kind of sat down in the back of their seats and is just completely enthralled with what you're doing. And after a few minutes, it comes to an end, and everybody is just silent for a second. And then a lot of people stand up and begin clapping, asking for an encore as you take your bows. And some there's even some money thrown up on stage as people, especially by a few drunk people towards the front. But that's so. What are you doing? Are you gonna keep going? What are you doing?
I'm gonna collect the money and grab these 2 and go.
Okay. Yeah, it totals up to about 5 gold.
I to keep them wanting more.
Gotcha. Very good. So you grab 5 gold off the stage and make your way off the side. And as you guys are beginning to step your way down, let me change this. Hopefully it's not super loud. As you guys begin kind of stepping your way off stage, you suddenly hear out from
Oh.
Very loud.
Might be loud for you. You hear suddenly from the distance. You can change your volume,
I know. Well,
you do hear a few muffled screams coming from the distance. As suddenly there's just, as you guys begin to step off stage, a huge just ball of flame leaps onto the stage, setting it all alight. A few other flames leap into the crowd, setting a few people on fire as they begin running about.
Oh shit.
And as you guys begin looking around trying to see what's happening, you see glowing eyes beginning to appear from the darkness at the edge of the town there, and just flames being thrown into the town. And suddenly, as people are looking around confused, others begin running and knocking over tables. There's just commotion everywhere. Things on fire, horses running, and suddenly from the shadows come these small figures standing a few feet tall, many of them having knives. They appear to have green skin. They just kind of jump in and start, some of them begin stabbing people, others just completely, seemingly causing chaos at random. And for that, I think we're going to go ahead. I don't think we'll go super long tonight, but I want to go ahead and get the initiative order in, and so if everybody will roll initiative for me.
Wait,
so that is going to be a D20.
Okay.
Can you just tell us what dice to.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a D20. And
or
then
like actually just like if it's not a D20.
I will tell you if it's not a D20. Most things are going to be a D20.
Right, because most of them.
Unless you're rolling damage. Yeah.
I missed it. Okay.
Total of 16 over here.
Okay.
15 over here.
1 sec.
Wait,
So,
which
Well,
thing are we looking at? Sorry.
what's the other thing I'm supposed to look at?
On your character sheet, it says initiative. It's kind of like in the second-ish row in the middle, next to your armor class.
What?
What's your dexterity modifier? Just
That
yeah.
works too.
My dex is +2.
Okay.
so add that to your roll.
So, Sam, what was your total?
14.
14. Okay. Well, that's nice. 16, 15, 14. I currently have Ness, Mercy, and Bate.
14.
14 for you as well. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Mine was 18.
18. Nice. Okay. All right. And then Cricky, what was your total?
15.
15. Okay.
Wait, so you add your initiative plus your dexterity modifier?
No, they're like
That's the
identical.
initiative.
They're the
Usually,
same. Okay.
unless
gotcha.
you have a special modifier, they're usually identical. Some people will have a higher.
Right.
higher
Yeah,
initiative.
that's what I thought. Okay.
I can't. I didn't even know where initiative was, so I just went for my dexterity. Is that okay?
That's
Yeah.
fine. That's fine. I mean, you got the highest anyways, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, not a big deal. And with that, yeah, you guys see, just, and it's probably going to be loud as well, but you guys just see out of the dark, like probably 15 or so goblins just running into the city square as a few of the guards begin kind of stumbling forward to try and stab them. Some of them immediately being taken down by 3 or 4 goblins just hopping on them and just stabbing them. You guys now, we're not gonna hop all the way into the fight, but just because we're gonna be up all night if we do, we're gonna probably go ahead and end it there. But
Before we end it, I'm gonna
Yep.
elbow the guys and be all like,
That's a goblin!
yes, so yeah, this is news to you, Mercy and Ness. You see these tiny green figures running in, just like running in with knives, just jumping at people and stabbing everybody. Some of them appear for some reason to have wands or something that fire's coming out of. And as this happens, actually, you guys see in the distance, like one of them goes to point a wand at you guys, and as he goes to fire it, like there's a small flame, and then suddenly the wand explodes, just sending like gore of his body just thrown everywhere backwards. Yeah, so you guys, these are goblins that you've now you've all seen goblins. So with that, we'll end it here, and we'll pick up here next week. So
I just figured out where the music was coming from, and I managed to turn it down. I was like, what's happening? Because this entire time I've had no music, so I was just like,
that's awesome. That's amazing. I'm glad this was fun. I really thought things were going to go rougher than they did, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm super happy with everybody. Thank you so much for being so awesome.
Keith!
I'm so excited.
Thanks, Keith. And also thanks everybody else. I'll probably, because I'm anal about this stuff, I'll probably go back through every single thing and send everybody like an individual message afterwards. But thanks everybody for
guys.
yeah. Thanks everybody for
Hopefully
hanging
next
out
time
tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks
You
chat
can-
too.
well, thank you.
You hopefully, I think I updated the thing, so you should be able to see people's. You should be able to see all the characters on the screen now, so you can see who's playing what. If you click their names, you should actually be able to see
I
like.
had a question about it.
Yeah. What's up?
Tigger and Bat Sam have the thingy names underneath them, but
Yes.
my Twitch is
Yeah, you gotta link
connected
your
and it doesn't
Twitch
seem
to-
to be there.
right?
Yeah.
My
So
Twitch is linked.
yes. So I can show you that afterwards. I'm gonna let everybody kind of do their shout
That's
outs.
fine.
But yeah, so that's why I was trying to mention that before we got started, like earlier in the week.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So everybody can.
I did link it. It's just not
In-
there.
We'll go. Well, I'll follow up with you. Don't worry about it. And anyways, in the future, you can see everybody, just so everybody knows, you can see in the extension here, you can see who's playing which character, like what spells they have access to, how much health they have at the moment, all that kind of stuff. Just right here through our extension on the side. It will hopefully eventually have everybody's like social information and you know their Twitch accounts and everything linked up properly. But anyways, regardless, we're gonna start at the top, same order as before. So Sam, if you want to go ahead and sign off and give shout outs to your stuff or any announcements anybody has for things that are coming up that you're doing on your channels and fun stuff like that, just go ahead and sign yourself off.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. I'm really excited. I'm gonna get better at this game, I swear.
You did great. This is your first time playing, and I thought you did absolutely fantastic.
I did okay. Yeah,
you did
'cause
great. No, you'd better than
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You did
with a
great.
wish and a prayer. Thanks, friends. Thanks, friends. I appreciate your support. This is so much fun. I sang with all of you in Twitch Sings before this started. But yeah, mainly I do Twitch Sings. I'll be on probably tomorrow night. If you want to throw Bat Sam a follow, I would appreciate it. And that's about it for me. So everybody have a great night. And yeah, I'm out.
Tigger.
I'm Tigger. T-I triple gut-er.
Oh no, don't leave, Sam.
Okay.
Actually,
Now your name's all
Like,
shifted.
I'm actually out. Click.
Well, forget
On my computer, she's gone.
What I'm doing.
everybody's name's shifted. Oh wait, well,
Oh
You got
no.
new characters now, guys.
yeah. Let me fix this real quick now.
Oh my gosh.
Did
I
great. No, you ruined everything. I take it all. I take it all. I take it all back.
Worst ever.
I love you guys. Tigger, continue with your stuff.
T-I triple gut-er.
Let's fix this.
I also primarily do Twitch Sings. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon streaming, doing that, singing with y'all. This was a lot of fun. I love this so much. I love it. I love you guys. But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. What else? Mwah.
All right, Rain, you got anything cool? So Rain RPGs, and everybody's names that you see like below that's their Twitch handle. So you can find them at Twitch TV / their handle.
I don't have anything cool. All my cool shit already happened. You missed it. It's your
Okay.
fault. So if you don't want to miss cool shit in the future, follow me. And if you do want to miss cool shit, then don't. That's your problem.
I feel personally attacked.
Yeah,
Right.
because you missed the cool shit.
Well, there we
You
go.
didn't break everything.
It's all right. It literally was just a quick swap. I fixed it already.
Like, go ahead and sign off.
I just meant say goodnight. All right, Cricky, what do you got?
All right, well, you can catch me tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time if you would like. I'll be getting my weekly intake of NaCl because we're playing Smite!
Hey.
Woo! Also, I have lots of body paint coming up, so look forward to that and Twitch Sings. And then the only other thing that we really do right now is like play with dinosaurs and garden paws. So,
Garden paws.
all good things.
Yeah, Jess, speaking of which, it's you now.
Oh, me?
Yeah, Jessica Jane.
Well,
The other Jess.
I'll be live in just under 10 hours because it's currently 3:20 in the morning for me, and I go live at 1 p.m. UK time, so BST I think we're in at the moment. Yeah, just under 10 hours. Yep. For Radio Jish, which is a thing I do to help you get through your work day. But yeah,
Helps
I
me.
do actually have a birthday stream coming up next Thursday as well, where you can watch me absolutely crap my pants while playing Outlast. So if you're interested in that, come on, follow me and Vix and Twitch things. And also Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm starting that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I'm
it.
also just saying, just the chicken that you're named after.
Oh, yes.
It produces the most gold eggs. I'm just
Well, it's because it's the best one.
obviously.
Hashtag
It's
garden paw
Jess
problems.
Chica.
Oh, Jess Chica.
Jess
Yeah, there we go.
It's
Jess Chica.
beautiful. It was originally a chick and now it's a full chicken.
It's still Jess Chica. Jess
Ridlich, do you wanna
Chica?
go?
Yeah, my name is Ridlich. I also stream Twitch Sings like the majority of people on here. We're the Sing Squad. The only major thing that I have coming up is Tuesday. I have a sponsored event with Magic the Gathering Arena.
Ooh.
They're doing a pre-release of their next box set, and I got to be a part of that. So I'll be streaming that about 3 p.m. CST. So
Ooh.
Very nice.
Hashtag sellout.
All right.
That's badass. Though.
Well, thanks again. Like seriously, all the players, thank you guys so much. This went so much better than I feared, and
I'm sorry.
No.
Your faith in us was really.
Thank you so much, Wizard, for doing this. Like, you're amazing, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for those watching, I mean, we all know Wizard really well, and he busted ass this past couple weeks getting everything ready to like preparing, working. That's on top of everything else he does, streaming.
And most of us weren't very helpful.
No.
No, it's
never
great.
We're not
got
very
it out, but then forgot it, so that's always a good thing.
It's not my first rodeo. I was expecting a lot worse. I'm really proud of you guys, especially for those of you who've never played or have not played much at all. You guys did amazing. Seriously, every single one of you, I'm super excited. I can't wait to play more with you guys. So thanks so much to the players. Thanks for everybody who was watching. We'll be back next Thursday, same time, 8. And
Which is my birthday.
Which is Jess's birthday.
Just say it.
Did you say it's Jess's birthday?
I would say
Sorry, somebody say Jess's birthday?
it's Jess's birthday.
So on next
Not
Thursday,
Jess's birthday.
You're not going to be able to get
It's
rid of
next
me.
Thursday.
I'm just, my birthday.
Well, technically, we'll be starting after her birthday, so
Yeah, well,
it'll be
So then it won't be your birthday.
Right. it'll be her birthday here still, but
yeah, it'll be my birthday in America. I'm the only British one here, so it's still going to be my
I'm the
birthday
only-
for you guys, so I can still celebrate.
anyways, guys, I'm gonna sign off for tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope to see you all next week, and we're gonna drop a raid over to Empire just because he is always very supportive of all of us.
Nice.
So if everybody can just go give him lots of love from all the nerds here, we would be really appreciative. And make sure you follow all these pretty people and give them all your money. And
All of it.
yeah, all of your
All of
money.
it.
All of it.
I
Oh,
expect
no.
100% of your income.
100% of your
For
income.
each of us.
I'll take a direct deposit to my bank account.
Samesies.
All right,
Take
guys.
PayPal. I don't want you guys having all that information.
Kicking off the raid. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.